Hello, everybody. We have a little bit of sunshine breaking through this like hazy fog here, and I thought that it would be great to come on here and talk about the new moon in Virgo that we have on the 17th. So we're just a couple of days away. This new moon is at 25 degrees of Virgo. So especially if you're a Virgo, happy birthday. Any of the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. If you have your sun near 25 degrees, this is going to be a ping for you. This is going to be a ping, and it's going to be uh, a manifestation. It's like things coming down to earth, because this is, I love this. I love Virgo energy anyway. I have Virgo energy in my chart, and I have a lot of Pisces energy. So I'm always working with manifestation and the clearing out of the fog that we need to do before we can manifest. So that's why I wanted to talk about this Virgo new moon. Also because, you know, times have been really crazy and we need something to look forward to. And I feel like this is something, this is a real light in the darkness right now for us. So some things about this new moon astrologically. Sun trine Saturn. The sun is, represents our character and also our career, but it also is our soul. And so the sun connecting with Saturn, there's like this really supportive energy for us to manifest in those areas. So if your soul has been feeling like, why am I here anymore? Like, what the hell have I got going on here? Or if you've been feeling that way in your career space, this is a time for building. This is a time to make concrete it's a very stabilizing energy for manifestation, long-term structure, and basically building with care to detail, because we're in the Virgo space. Virgo cares about the details. Pisces is the ocean, and it's the beautiful impressionist painting of the beautiful colors that are kind of all foggy and everything goes together and you don't really see all of the distinct parts. But Virgo is examining that water molecule under looking under a magnifying glass and looking and seeing all the creatures inside there. What are all the bacteria in the water? How do we separate out this from that? So Virgo cares about the details. And so with this new moon, we have an opportunity to care about the details of things related to the sun, related to career, to soul, the goals of your soul. Why were you born? That kind of thing. Only the big stuff. And so this is a wonderful moment to kind of have that regenerative space of it's like a rebirth. So it's a rebirth in an area of our life related to this 25 degrees of Virgo. So if you know your chart, check out where you have that, what slice of the pie 25 degrees is. Now, it could also be connecting to, one of your planets. Like I have a planet close to 25 degrees of Capricorn. My Mercury is really going to like this new moon. It's going to stabilize my thinking and how I go about, how I make sense of the world, and how I organize things. So look for any planets that you have around 25 degrees, especially in the earth signs, for this new moon to kind of give you that ping and that energy of manifestation. Also, we have moon trine Uranus and moon trine Jupiter. So Uranus is freedom and insight. It's this higher octave of Mercury. It's this lightning bolt of like, it's a download. It's a download. And because it's connected with our moon, some of the downloads may take a while to surface to our conscious mind. But just know that there's some solutions that are percolating right now for you to have some brand new ways that you can, it's like clearing out some of the subconscious stuff where your old habitual patterns of reacting to a new idea, so that you can have this new idea be like, oh, I'm comfortable with this. Like, I could live with this. This is something that I could make part of my working reality and my emotional reality. Because the moon is our emotional self, and it's comfort, and it's in our living situation. And think of how much discomfort there is in the world right now, especially with living situations. And so I'm encouraged with this energy, because I feel like there are going to be some new solutions coming up for us that are going to help people find new living solutions and ways for their emotional selves to kind of catch up with these new lightning bolts of insight coming in. Also expansion through new choices that support how you feel. So in other words, we're going to have this opportunity to like have a different emotional response to things. For example, somebody sent me a note recently suggesting that I do something that I'm not entirely comfortable with, but I'm going to play with the idea. I'm going to play with this idea, like, you know, maybe I could get some training, or, you know, change my way of seeing myself so that this could be possible. And so this may happen. You may have these, you know, because lightning bolts come from other people, you know, they come from mentors, they come from friends, they come from family. And so keep on the lookout for these lightning bolts of insight that will speak to you and kind of maybe tickle your emotions a little, like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that, or maybe I could be comfortable with that. So we have all of this opportunity energy coming in with this new moon. So I'm excited about that. I also wanted to talk about just the polarity of Pisces and Virgo. Like I mentioned a moment ago, that Pisces is like the ocean, and it's just like this sort of everything just runs together, and we just have no boundaries with anything. And Virgo is about the boundary, and the boundary comes through analysis, and it comes through the mind, and, you know, being able to distinguish one part from another. And so that's part of what we're doing. At the Pisces full moon that we had a couple of weeks ago, we had an opportunity to release what I call psychic smog, or generalized negativity that we were feeling. A lot of people in the last couple of weeks had to take breaks off from Facebook and social media and kind of clean out, because they were feeling clogged, they were feeling lousy, they were feeling smoggy, and they didn't really know what the origins of that energy were. You know, they knew they were picking up stuff. They knew that social media didn't feel good, but they had to do like a clean out process and a forgiveness process and a releasing process. And that's what the Pisces full moon lets us do. You know, we clean out before we get this new moon in Virgo that's ready to put the glasses on and really, really identify the grains of sand, not just the ocean. Just really hone in on what is creating our reality right now. What ideas are we taking in that are toxic for us? You know, Mercury is in charge here with Virgo energy. So Mercury wants to know the chemistry of your life. Like, what are you putting together? What's influencing you that is creating the molecular structure of your reality? So Virgo is going to be identifying areas of waste that we need to eliminate. You know, that's not Pisces forte, but it is Virgo's. And Virgo wants you to do that, wants us to identify these areas of waste. So what do you need to detox right now in your life? Where is your energy going? That's a good question these days. What analysis do you need to do to make things efficient? You know, just looking at the dynamics between you and another person. You know, when you put a phone call out and another person doesn't get back to you, and they don't get back to you, and they don't get back to you, that's actually an energy dynamic where they're hanging up your energy, and you've got to learn to unhook it from your end, even if they never get back to you. That is Virgo energy. That's a decision you can make that frees your space so that you're not caught up in other people's entanglements and blah, 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 everything all rolled into a big ball of crazy yarn. You know, we want to pull our threads out, pull the threads out from the big ball of yarn that other people are creating. Don't let yourself fall down any of these rabbit holes anymore. What or who is wasting your time? Or, you know, just, yeah, in present time, who's wasting your time, or what is wasting your time? Because that's a question Virgo really wants to eliminate waste. You know, Virgo's the cleanup crew, and we need to clean up our environment. Clearly, we have a lot of cleanup we need to do. So I also wanted to share some ways to detox. So physically, and I was remembering this, that I used to use magnesium salts. Magnesium, you can get a big bag of it. I don't have a bag here with me to show you, but you know, it's water soluble. And what happens is, you know, our nervous system becomes depleted. We become stressed and we don't even realize what's going on. And we need some magnesium. And sometimes it's hard to get. So I just buy a big bag of magnesium salts, and you can even put a few salts in a little bottle of water and then spray your skin. Your skin absorbs it, or you can sit in the bath, put a handful in there. You can also use Epsom salt, baking soda. Those are really wonderful for the body. They help to detox. They help to especially eliminate stress and negative energy. Now, you know, when there's pain, when there's heaviness, and you can feel it, that comes from an accumulation of negative energy. So whether it's yours or someone else's, that stuff needs to clear out. And so we need these salts, because salt is a crystal and it goes into the water and it clears that stuff. So try it if you've never tried it. I love Epsom salts and magnesium as well. You know, Virgo loves to talk about digestion. It, you know, rules the digestive part of our body and elimination. And so you might want to try probiotics. Chlorella is a wonderful detox thing that you can take. So those are just a few of the things that I love. And on the mental level, I think it's a great idea right now to ask your thoughts and feelings what their origins are. So asking for your thoughts and feelings that you're experiencing to identify their origins. This is a really weird idea to a lot of people, but energy actually it'll just be there. And if you ask it a direct question like, who do you belong to? If it's not yours, it'll say, yeah, you're right, I don't belong to you. And it'll start to separate from you. So it's that energy of distinguishing and letting go. Because when you show your awareness, hey, I'm feeling this heavy energy, I wonder where it came from. Where do you come from? The energy itself acknowledges your awareness of it and says, thank you for noticing me. You're right, I don't belong here. I'm going to go on home, wherever I belong. So I would really encourage, even if this is a new idea to you, that, you know, it's been said that even 98% of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions belong to elsewhere. So if you're feeling like you're, I'm thinking of my dog who likes to eat anything. She's not very discriminating, but if you're feeling like a garbage hound sometimes with energies, and like everything just gets steamrolled into you and you're a psychic sponge, go ahead and just start to take command of that. Take command of your space, take command of the energies that you're sensing, and ask, who do you belong to? Where'd you come from? You don't belong here. You don't live here at this house. And you'll begin to feel some freeing up happening. You'll start to feel things lightening up a little bit, because that is the nature of awareness. Awareness creates space. And that's what we're looking for, because how can you construct this beautiful, you know, sun trine Saturn energy if you've got all this fog and all this smog and all this crazy other stuff in your space. So try that. Just who do you belong to? Return to sender. I also wanted to say that triggers are energy drains. Triggers are energy drains. And that means that, it's okay to get triggered. We all do. And yet immediately notice what or who is triggering your energy and unhook it from your side. Just notice when you're like a live wire who just got electrocuted, and you unplug your side. Just unplug your side and disallow your energy to be wasted. We don't want to, you don't want your energy drained. Virgo does not work best when it's misusing energy. That's not what Virgo's all about. Virgo is about efficiency. So just recognize that when you do get triggered, you're going into like a trigger bubble, and you need to just unplug your side and take command again of your energy, your emotions, your mental space, you. What else did I have here? I feel like a Virgo because I've written out notes. It's kind of silly, but I think something that's really been coming up in the last couple of weeks is just to forgive what is. And that doesn't mean that we don't have the power to begin making changes or do whatever we can in our power to create change. But sometimes that again is just an energy drain, and it's a trigger when we are in resistance to what is. And this is the Pisces energy, the opposite of Virgo, but it's about forgiveness, letting go, just going, oh, okay, I see reality for what it is, Virgo, and I'm going to release my attachment or my aggression toward that, Pisces. So we're using the polarity between the two signs to really use this time efficiently. I was just going to say that we need to use the Uranus aspects to release negative, grudgy energies that hold us back. That's a little clunky, but I think we're gonna get that opportunity here, that we are supported at this time in freeing up a lot of old emotional patterns and really feeling like new people in some ways. So that's very hopeful, and that's just what I'm seeing with this new moon in Virgo. Now, I did draw 3 cards, so I'm going to share those with you. I drew the 3 of Wands. I don't know, there's a little bit of glare, but maybe you can see that. That's a pretty card. So this has to do with part of keeping our spirits up at this time is letting other people light our fire. Who can light your fire right now? Who can bring you up and out? Who can get you excited about the things that you have to offer in the world that nobody else does, maybe? Just the essential you, the real you inside. I also got the King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Swords. Ooh, that's so glary. Sorry about that. Yeah, the King of Swords has to do with taking command of your ability to of your mental space. This is mine. Boundary. I decide what I think in here. I am in command of my point of view. I'm in command of my perspective. You are not going to come in here and create a bunch of pictures for me that I'm going to then be triggered and reacted to. I clear this space. I am in command of this space. It's a card of command, and not to the point of like, sometimes the sword cards can be kind of like cutting and slashing and judging, and I'm going to judge and be really hard on you. It's not really about that, but it is like that about thought forms. So being in command of the thought forms that are running your reality, because Virgo's all about reality, and we want to be in control of our perception of our reality right now. And the last card I got is the Empress. Look at that. She's pretty in this deck. And basically, this is a card of abundance. It's like the ripe garden. It's a reminder that this Virgo time is harvest time. And so count your blessings, look at your harvest, say, oh my God, I've harvested this and that, and look at how blessed I am. Someone just said that to me yesterday on the phone. I am so blessed. I'm so blessed. So regardless of what is or is not happening in your life, have another go at letting this new moon help you create something you've really desired, because we have this wonderful, supportive, stabilizing manifestation energy. So just know how blessed you are. And if in doubt, count your blessings. So I hope this was helpful. I know that I need a lift for this Virgo season, this Virgo new moon. So I'm going to definitely be using this Virgo new moon energy. And I hope you are well wherever you are. And if you need a reading from me, you can reach me at the links below. And I'd love to hear how this Virgo new moon energy lands in your life. I'll talk to you soon.